How's it going, guys? My name's PurgeMist, and obviously, this is a bit of a different sort of thing that we have done here. It's a podcast. Me and my mates, well, a couple, well, just not mates, I guess, people in the stream, obviously, the other week, we're just discussing randomly on a Saturday while I was streaming. I was just like editing some thumbnails and stuff, and talking about some stuff, and we brought up the idea of a podcast. And so we all had a few ideas that would be funny to talk about, and I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to jot them down anyway. So we jotted down a lot of them. I wrote a whole thing up for like the ideas and stuff, and here we are. Now we do talk at the start about what the podcast name is. That isn't confirmed name. We've got a few. We've let the community vote basically. The biggest thing I want to say about this podcast, of course, is that this isn't my podcast. It's not. It's a community podcast, a community of streamers and non-streamers and people who just want to talk. No one owns it. We've got collaborators. So currently, obviously, there's four of us. There's Rem, Talos, and Gengorrr, who all stream, by the way. Their links will be in the bio if you want to go check them out. But yeah, that's just who we're going to start off with. But we're going to have special guests, do some fun stuff like that. People will be dropping in and out. We can do, I don't know, 4 to 5 people. We're not quite sure how we're really going to do it yet. It's just all a bit hit and miss at the moment. I will be getting like a proper channel done eventually, but like I said, it's not mine. This podcast, it's ours. It's everybody's. And if you guys want to get involved and you have any ideas and stuff, feel free to jump in. Seriously, just jump into the Discord. I'll chuck that in the bio today as well, just in case you want to do it. Now, this podcast, and even Rem and that said, and Talos and Gengorrr, that it was a bit of a mess. I wanted it to be a bit of a mess, but it was a bit of a mess. I sort of like, it didn't really have a structure, because I just wanted a wide variety of topics, basically, so that we could get a bit of introduction about ourselves, obviously, and what we actually think. And so I had some topics on, like, Game of the Year, some silly funny ones, like hot dog or sandwich and stuff. We argued over that for a while and discussed it. And there was some serious topics and there's some funny ones. But we took some feedback by some of the people that viewed the streams, and I think we'll definitely be working on it more. So hopefully we can improve on that. And the next one should be due in about a week or so, I'm pretty sure. So I'll be uploading that on time this time. I apologize for it being so late. But I thought it'd be cool to make it the 25th day of the Christmas event.
I think we should have an intro and Purge should do it.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No pressure.
100%.
Just your beautiful voices. Alright, guys. So, welcome to our first podcast. Now, this is no one certain podcast. It's basically just our community of streamers who wanted to do something random. Actually came up with it when I was drunk with Talos and Gengorrr and a couple people in chat. We don't have a name for the podcast yet. Talos came up with our cast, but actually the first funny enough subject that we're gonna do is what to name the podcast. So,
Oh my god.
Obviously, who we've got Gengorrr, Rem, and Talos. They'll be in my bio of the video. All their ats, so their Instagrams, their YouTubes, their streams, and they all stream as well. So yeah, cool. Let's begin.
Let's begin.
Does anybody have an idea? Or does anyone want to say hi or whatever? I don't know.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
I'm just gangster like that, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
Everybody already knows me.
Oh yeah.
Of course they do.
Yep.
Yeah. Of course I do. You're my son. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real shit. Wait, so like, is it just the four of us, or when you said like community, is it like gonna be other people speaking?
Yeah, if other people want to like jump in, like even I don't have to be in all of them, or like none of us all have to be in at all times. We can like switch out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe like the name could be something to do with that.
Well, that's why we called it Our Cast.
Right, right.
Wait,
Yeah.
out or R?
Our.
Our
Like OUR.
cast.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Outcast.
That makes sense too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The
That's because
Outcasts
we're an
podcast.
outcast.
You know, it's actually not too bad.
But you
The Outcasts podcast.
wait,
Uh,
so you want to call it
It's
Outcast?
not a bad idea.
Yeah.
We could.
Well, we could, yeah.
Rem,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, outcast because we're all fucking nuts.
True.
Okay, well, Outcast it is for now. That's what we're gonna call it. It's still
Yep.
kind of cringe because it says cast in it, but we're gonna let it go. Okay.
But I kind of like it because it's the Outcasts podcast, right?
Oh yeah, that kind of does sound
Yeah.
good. Okay. I need to get. I'm gonna get a logo drawn up by my artist, I think too. So interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first subject: would you be a full-time streamer? And do you think your social life would be able to survive if you took on that life as well?
Okay. Yes, I would.
Yeah?
And no, my social life would not be okay,
No.
I think.
No, yes.
Because like I would just like waste too much time streaming, you know?
I mean, that is the point. If you're a full-time
Yeah.
streamer.
It's like I already don't have a social life. So it's like it's actually normal for me. Very normal.
I mean, that is that's
Mm.
fair, that's a fair point, but like I feel like you could just do it as a 9 to 4 job, like a 9 to 5 job. So like, I mean, I
Hold
feel
on,
like you could.
I'll be right back.
What? Oh,
Keep
you.
going.
Okay.
Keep going. I'm here.
All right. So like, I feel
Would
like
I make enough money?
like with a 9 to 5. Like yeah, like if you want to do it, like you're obviously like taking on as a full time job, so you're earning enough to survive.
Yeah.
I feel like with 9 to 5 though, like if you did it like with a proper schedule, because all our schedules suck. Let's be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
So like if we let's set up like a normal job, you'd still be able to like at 5 o'clock hop off, you know, go hang out with some friends and stuff, like just at night and stuff.
Well, I feel like I don't need to do that though because I don't have. So I got this.
Is this whole podcast just gonna be Gengorrr roasting himself or me?
I don't know, man.
Really.
I mean, what do you all think?
I mean, I think if I had the chance to, I would, because for me, I don't really know what I'm gonna do for like a job, like seriously. So if I could do that, I would, because it's like not, at least it's not like a office job where I just kind of like just hate my job. Cause like, with streaming, it's very versatile. You can kind of do whatever, just as long as you're entertaining.
I guess it
And
doesn't. Sorry, there you go. I'm sorry.
oh, no, what are you gonna say?
No, like I just like I guess it doesn't really specify what type of streamer you could be. Like, I guess does it?
Yeah, and like honestly, I don't think I would be that affected. Well, it's kind of hard to say because I am still in school, so but like if I'm doing it full time, but like when I wait, hold on, what am I saying? Hypothetically, if this is saying that I do have time to stream, like you said, a 9 to 5, yeah, I would, and it probably wouldn't affect my life that much because it's kind of like anything else, like a job or school. So, and it would be pretty fun. Like I think I'd like that a lot.
Right. Yeah. Like, I feel like being a full-time editor is more interesting for me. Like, if I could choose editor, I would choose an English stream. You know?
Yeah, that's like a fair call, but like I know like a couple like I do talk about like a dedicated mod or like someone who's always there to watch their stream over and over again and like just sit there for a couple hours, but like play games and watch and just all they have to do is clip the funny moments, edit the like
Oh yeah.
streams down for them, and then
Mm.
she's all done.
Right.
I feel like if you were a full-time YouTuber, like I feel like that's more of a grind than Twitch because you're literally trying to just make content constantly,
Yeah.
and the editing has to be like perfect and
Well, it is, but it's more fun to do for me.
Mhm.
I got
Like,
sorry.
like when I stream, I don't really have any ideas to improve my stream. But yeah.
I got like
Yeah,
I got
jug-
what?
juggling fun.
I don't know. I keep going to talk and no, it's alright.
Juggling
Nah, you
bad.
go.
Yeah, I was gonna say like juggling. Just said in chat. Like, do you think you could fit your stream and YouTube editing just into like a 9 to 5 workday? I think the editing would take me a while.
Alright.
That's for sure.
Wait, my question is like, if you turn streaming into like basically a normal full-time job, wouldn't that defeat the point of being a streamer
Mm,
as well?
that's fair enough.
Yeah. Because I do it as a hobby.
Wait, what is that image you put over me? What is
What?
that image,
Nothing.
bro?
Bro, what is that? It was with the crocodile Dundee.
It could be Australian.
Oh my
Steve heard what I
god.
meant, by the way. That's bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we'll
What
move
is
on.
Tower Gods?
I don't know where he's gone. I
Oh,
think we'll move on to the next one though. So
no.
this one was put forth by Gengorrr, so this should be interesting. I feel like there's a real
Okay.
argument to be had here. I brought this up in someone else's channel. I think it was Reapers, and the whole chat
Yeah.
just turned against each other.
Oh my
So,
god.
and were very angry at me for bringing it up. So basically, are any of these things a sandwich? Would you call a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah,
You would?
Right?
yeah.
I wouldn't. No.
No?
That's why I brought this up. I would never call that a sandwich.
I mean, like, so it's just basically like a roll, right? So if you had like a roll, you know, like your salad roll, would you call that a sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah. But not a hot dog.
But, so that makes no sense. Like, if you put
Oh,
a hot dog in a roll,
uh,
wouldn't that just be a sandwich with like a hot dog in
actually,
it?
think about it. A roll probably isn't a sandwich either.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, so my point, uh, my point is, a hot dog bun, it's not like cut completely through. So it's not two pieces of bread. It's just one piece of bread with a glizzy in the middle.
Glizzy.
So it isn't a sandwich.
From an angle, it is 2 pieces of bread.
I mean, it is like
And
It
honestly,
serves the
Thing
same
though.
purpose. It's just connected. It serves the same practical purpose.
it does-
Okay, but the bread is connected at the bottom.
But like, I think it sounds interesting to me. Actually, like it makes sense. I think that's what
Mm.
makes people so angry. They're like, you just ruined hot dogs. Like, I think I'm just like imagine
Yeah.
like going to a restaurant and I'm like, oh, can I have a sandwich with a hot dog in it? And then they bring out like a hot dog and a bun. You're gonna look at it like, what the
Mhm.
fuck is this thing? Like,
Yeah. And
I
it's
mean,
like,
does it
you know?
matter if it tastes good? Cause like you go to Popeyes, you order a sandwich and they give you a burger. Like you're not mad. It's still fucking amazing.
Hmm.
Does it really matter?
well, you know,
Yeah,
Are we on
but-
that topic now?
yeah, we're onto that.
Are we on that topic?
Yeah, we are. We are. Well, you missed the first one, so
Yeah, sorry, I had to take a phone call.
Yeah.
My bad. Anyway, go on.
And it's like, imagine if someone like put 2 slices of bread and then put one sausage in the middle of it and then give it to you and calls it a hot dog. Would you think it's a hot dog?
Yeah.
Like, Oh my god. You're wrong. You, you're wrong. Bro.
Bro, change my fucking image. What is
On your
that?
Hey,
image,
what do I
it's
change it to?
it's
How
Give
does
me
this
an
it,
idea.
represent me in any way?
Give me an idea. That's
I love how like
Gengorrr
Yeah, it's
pick the most perfect images
I
for
know
us.
for
Honestly,
like for Talos like the perfect image, and then like
yeah.
me and Rem is like, I'll just show it real quick on stream. Like check it out. Like these are the photos. The Gengorrr, me, Rem, and then
I'm gonna show it
Talos.
too. Wait,
So
Okay, wait. PurgeMist in your chat. Daniel brought up a good point. Isn't the definition of a sandwich stuffed between two slices of bread? But a hot dog, the bun isn't two slices of bread.
but a,
Ooh.
a loaf of bread is just cut like sliced up. So like
Oh my!
isn't just like a hot dog just bread basically
but
sliced
it's
like
still
it's like a
one
loaf
piece of bread.
sliced in half really.
Yeah, but it's not completely through, so
yeah,
it's still
it's
connected.
not sliced in
Okay.
half.
Okay. So we
Yeah.
in Australia like we have snags on the barbie. Obviously you've heard of that. So which is
Right,
a
yeah.
sausage and then it's served in bread. You wouldn't call that a sandwich.
What's a Barbie?
Oh, barbecue. Sorry.
I think by default, like I wouldn't really call a hot dog or like a sausage a sandwich.
Mm.
Really,
Yeah, I
I,
would.
I think just like including that into the mix just makes it not a sandwich. Really,
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna bring it in
because like
properly,
when you,
like, there you go.
yeah, because like when you think of a sandwich, you just first thing that comes to my mind is like a grilled cheese.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Personally,
So you wouldn't
Mhm.
call a hamburger or a cheeseburger a sandwich?
I would just call it a burger.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah, that's another problem I have. Oh,
there you go.
wait.
Yeah.
Another problem I have. I've seen a lot of Americans call hamburgers sandwich, and that is also wrong as fuck, in my opinion.
Well,
I've never seen that in my life.
no, they do it
Not
a
gonna
lot.
lie.
no.
They do it a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
they do, but like, I guess like when we cook like on a barbecue, we cook a hamburger. We put it between two slices of bread, so it would be, I guess, like a sandwich at that point. They just get it from that, I guess.
But like, wouldn't calling a hamburger a sandwich be kind of redundant? Because like it already has a name.
Oh yeah, it's fair.
It's a burger.
Yeah.
If it was a sandwich, you just call it like I don't know, a beef sandwich, right? Something like
Yeah.
that.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do an experiment, and every family like event we have, and we have a barbecue from now on. I'm gonna say, damn, this sausage
Uh-huh.
sandwich is so good. Every time, and see how they
Right.
react. And I'm gonna see, and I'm like, let's see how they react to this. And I reckon
Sausage sandwich.
I'm gonna get knocked out, bro. I'm gonna get bottled.
Yeah, you will,
probably.
bro.
Yeah, probably.
100%.
Okay, so the next one. Now, someone made an argument as well in the chat because I went into a few streams to ask. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
But basically, people reckon wraps can be classed as obviously a sandwich itself. And so would you call a burrito or a kebab? Would you put that under the sandwich range?
No, bro.
I mean, don't they call it a kebab sandwich? Isn't that what they call it?
They do, yeah. Because it is
Yeah,
toasted as well.
Okay,
Right.
so I would call kebab a sandwich, but not burrito. There's no way, bro. Burrito is a wrap, not a sandwich.
It's
Yeah.
surrounded by bread and it has stuff inside.
It's
No
not two
sandwich.
slices between the stuffing.
So would you call? I'm just gonna keep going here. You got quesadillas. You ever had a
Yeah.
quesadilla before? It's a wrap on one side and a wrap on the other side, and it's just cheese and other fillings in the middle. and it's cooked on a fry
Oh
pan,
no.
would you call that a sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is where I lose the argument.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I would call it a sandwich.
So I
Yes.
I like that. How did you do that?
What?
It's a sandwich.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. I think I am gonna say I reckon actually I would class after thinking about it. A hot dog, a burrito, and kebab I would class as a sandwich personally.
Yeah. It's
Oh
sandwiches.
my god, man.
Put
White
them in your
people.
mouth, you chew them and you eat them. It's a sandwich.
Hot dog, a burrito, and what?
Gosh darn,
What
white
was the
people.
last one?
So a hot dog, a burrito, and a kebab I'd call a sandwich.
Oh
I'd call
my
a kebab a
god.
sandwich. I wouldn't call the other two a sandwich.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, like ultimately, if you had to, just break them down to their fundamentals, right? You could say they're all a sandwich, but there's like different names, different designations you could say for them for a reason.
Yeah.
Because they're different. They're not really a sandwich.
Right.
Hence the different name. They're like I don't know, like a sister category to a sandwich. You know what I mean?
Fundamentally, it's still the same thing. You could be more
Fundamentally, yeah.
specific. You could be
But-
more specific if you wanted to, but it is still a sandwich.
Yeah, but then you could call like a pizza sandwich at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
the little
is
things in
just
life
wrong.
matters, okay? You have to be
Yeah.
specific. Like, come on now.
Alright.
So I changed the image to Remiinna.
Okay.
Oh my god!
I mean that is kind of fitting. That's
Yeah.
what I imagined her looking like.
My
to
idea
be
was
honest.
either Heihachi or Elisa.
Nice.
I think I'm more of a Heihachi.
Yeah. Anyway, so what's next?
Okay, so like before we continue, tell us, or actually the first question since you
Yeah.
missed out on it. Would you be a full-time streamer?
Hmm.
Like if it it paid for everything, and then do you think your social life would survive?
So I think I would say yes to being a full-time streamer. Would my social life survive? No, I doubt it. Because then like, you're gonna have a set schedule for everything. You're gonna have a lot of single player games, shit they have to do on your own. Just you and chat. So there's like there might not be time for friends as much as you want. And then after you're done streaming, like, usually full-time streamers stream for like 10 plus hours a day. So by the time they're done, it's just you're really tired. There's not much you want to do after that. And I've been thinking about that quite a bit because, I mean, I like spending time with my friends.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how to balance that. Once we get to that, it's still too early. But if that were to happen, I would enjoy it, but it would have some significant drawbacks for sure.
Like I've got some set goals for next year, like at 1,000 by the end of next year. If I hit my target by the second year, which I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't really want to. It's pretty crazy. If I hit that, I will be taking a 6-month hiatus from working and giving it. I'm going to give it a crack. So I think I did decide that a while ago. So I have a goal. If I hit that spot, I will be taking a break from working and uni and just having an absolute crack at it and see how far I go.
Go for it.
I was thinking about doing that because I feel like, unless you have a proper crack, I don't know if like you're gonna make it or not. But you might. Like I don't know, but I feel like I won't. Does that make sense? If I don't have a proper crack.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I get you. Like if you want to take it seriously, you need to actually take it seriously. You have to take the time off and actually put the effort in as well. So it won't work otherwise. So that does make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something that doesn't really help me too much with that right now is just live with my parents.
Mm.
It's a tiny place.
I feel
There's
that.
just not a lot of privacy.
We can
It's
build. We can
like-
build a stream house, guys. I'm saying this.
Yeah.
Build a
Oh
stream
my
Streamer
god,
house.
no!
We can all
Stream
work
house.
and stream together. You know, it'd work.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't like that idea.
Bro. Then we wouldn't have to worry about a
Yeah.
social life, bro. We'd all be on the same schedules.
Yeah, that's just
As
gonna
long as we
ruin
all
our
have-
friendships.
Nah, that'll be fine.
That'd be fun.
Hmm.
But I would
Really?
require separate bathrooms for everyone.
Oh yeah, like we'd just have
That
all
is-
en suites.
I would require a room in a different house.
Nah, come on.
To be honest.
Gengorrr lives in
won't
the
be that
shed out
bad.
the back, bro. Alright.
Yeah, that would be great.
And we need to keep the kitchen clean.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna fight you guys over the kitchen, basically. Like, if someone leaves a dish out and unwashed,
Just throwing hands.
I'm gonna fucking come to your room and fucking knock. Like, go fucking clean it right now.
Yeah, no, you can't live with me.
No.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
that
not gonna
sucks.
work.
That
It's
sucks.
not gonna work.
There ain't no way.
I mean, I care about hygiene quite a bit, so
You literally have power as your profile picture.
right. But that's a profile picture. That's not me.
It's fine, tell us with fixed power.
Yeah,
You can fix
sure.
her.
You don't look like power, bro. I'm sad.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know I've been catfishing you guys. My bad.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish my father looks like power.
What?
What?
What did you just say, bro?
What?
What?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I
Right.
think we're just gonna move on.
Yeah, so this is the most controversial one. For me, anyway.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the game of the year.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Which is deserved.
100%.
Do you
Just gonna put it out there right now.
do you
What
do
What
you,
was it?
do you, it was Elden Ring won the game of the year. Now, do you agree that it deserved to win it? And then also, would you change it if you could to another game? Even if you think it does deserve it, would you choose another game? So I'll just say the other games that were in the lineup for it. A Plague Tale, Requiem, which is the second one. Elden Ring got in, obviously. God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Wanna go
Right.
first?
Go ahead.
Okay. Elden Ring deserves it. First off.
Okay.
100%.
100%, but like a really close competitor is God of War.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But one thing I didn't like about God of War is the newest one. The combat gets way more repetitive than Elden Ring.
That is a good point. That is a good
Yeah.
point.
Okay.
I feel like they're equal though. It depends on if you like the story more or gameplay more.
Real.
See, that's the nice thing about Elden Ring is it has a story. It is there. It's just not in your face. There's no unskippable cutscenes. It's not like sit here and watch this for
Yeah.
the next 8 hours. Which I mean, it does work in God of War. Don't get me wrong, but I like the gameplay first approach of Elden Ring because it fucking nails it. It absolutely nails the gameplay. And
Yeah.
that's what makes it so like replayable. There's so much variety in weapons and abilities and spells and like I can replay that game over and over and over and over and just never get bored of it. But
Yeah.
with God of War, it's just like I mean, I might replay it someday, but it's a mostly one and done type of deal for me.
Okay. Everyone,
Yeah.
everyone good with what they've said?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
pretty much agree.
Okay.
I don't think you said too much, Fridge.
I disagree. obviously.
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
Why?
let's just take it.
So I I disagree with Elden Ring getting Game of the Year. Okay, this is why I don't think it's deserved personally.
Right.
Okay, I don't think it's deserved. I think God of War Ragnarok. It was
Yeah.
it was a masterpiece in my eyes. I think it deserved Game of the Year over Elden Ring. I've played both the games, by the way. Someone's gonna say that I played 40 hours of Elden Ring, 30 to 40, and then I finished God of War Ragnarok. So
Uh-huh.
I take God of War Ragnarok over the top of it. I'm gonna be honest with everyone here.
Right.
But why?
I just
What made you pick it over Elden Ring?
look. I don't want to get murdered here, man. I feel like everyone's like circling me. No, actually, as well.
No.
But
I mean, we just want to hear your opinion. That's the point of
Yeah.
this.
I'm gonna say something controversial. Like I'm looking through the game list currently, what released this year, and I remember there was what was the game that I haven't played it. Sacrifice of the Lambs or whatever it's called. Or what it's called. That probably should have gone in the running. I heard that was a really good game this year. But
The what game?
the re-release of Fall Guys came this year.
Oh
And,
my god.
and
Bro!
Bro.
I would rank it higher than Elden Ring, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh!
You are out of your mind.
So
You are out
Oh!
of your mind.
so
What?
I would and like my personal opinion, I'd even rank straight above it personally. So
What?
yeah. So I think
He's off his rocker.
I'm
Oh, guys.
with Elden Ring, right? I feel like it's just the same thing. So this is the most I can't remember if Talos remembered me saying this, but
The same
basically,
thing to what?
Souls is like the Souls games have done the same thing COD did. It's the same rehash and like reskin of the game, right? And you think about this, every COD's done that, and then they released Warzone, and then it was successful because it was open world. So then, Souls games did the exact same thing. They were like, well, what do we do now? We'll just open more map.
See,
And like, it's not even open world. That's the craziest part. It's just
it is.
it's just
It is
a,
open
it's just
world.
a bigger map, and then it's layered, like all Souls games are.
How is it not an open world?
No, it is an open world.
I mean,
by all definitions.
I mean, you can call it an open world, but it's just a Souls game.
It's
with a
like
bigger map.
you can go anywhere without unlocking the place in the game. It's an open world.
Yeah.
Like Souls games typically have a. They're not open world. It is like. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like just imagine a tunnel or like a path that just keeps looping around the entire fucking map. Like it gives you the illusion of an open world, but it's really not.
Yeah.
But Elden Ring is genuinely an open world by any definition.
I mean,
Like, it is a world that is completely open.
Mm.
You can go everywhere you want, like with some restrictions, obviously. Like you can't like climb any mountain, but for the most part, it is an open world.
Okay.
And it's not just like I'm just gonna flame Ubisoft here a bit. Just a big open map with absolutely nothing and like 15 million collectibles that mean jack shit and are just there to waste your time.
I mean,
Like, anywhere you go, any place of interest has new items, has new spells, has something relevant. Like you go somewhere, you get something out of it. It's not a waste of time. There's no meaningless collectibles to get.
Look, alright. I play a lot of open world games. I'm not gonna be honest, like JRPGs and stuff. And in comparison, Elden Ring doesn't even get in there in the top 10 for me.
Oh.
Personally, I don't think. I think the problem is that it classes itself as an open world, but for me personally, it doesn't check all the boxes. That's just what I think. Okay, it's just a Souls game with a horse.
What boxes? What boxes?
I mean, like,
does it not check?
Okay, I got a question.
Okay.
What makes Fall Guys better?
I just enjoyed it more, man. It's just a better game. If I enjoyed the game more, it's just a better game, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just how it is.
Personally, this is personal.
I still believe, like, you know, with the art, like, I will give Elden Ring. Actually, between Stray and Elden Ring, I would give those two probably the best two graphics and art, like, as in, like, the styling that they've done. Because Elden Ring did have great, like, it looks like it was painted, like, 90% of it, which is fantastic. I thought it was nice.
Right.
And, like,
Right.
I think it deserves some credit. But for me, it's not Game of the Year. And for me, it's not deserved. That's what I feel like. Like, if all I'm saying is if I put Ragnarok and Elden Ring to, like, next to each other, I feel like God of War is the whole picture, and then Elden Ring, I feel like, just isn't. Does that make sense? I don't want to get into this too much, so I think we're going to drop the topic.
That makes sense.
I mean, I kind of get you.
Like, God of War Ragnarok is just, it's just perfect. The way the story's layered, how you can do the side quests, how the collectibles are all done. I mean, it's just a God of War game perfected, really. Let's be honest, because it's just.
I just want to add, Gengorrr is it?
He's not happy.
What are you
Bro.
saying?
He's not happy.
God of War perfected?
Yes, I feel like it is.
God of War 3 was better than 2018 and Ragnarok, in my opinion.
You haven't played
Bro,
Ragnarok. No, but your opinion's invalid because you haven't played Ragnarok, so you lose.
Yeah, but I've played 2018 and the gameplay is the exact same.
No, it's not. It's not. Because you haven't played it, bro.
It just is the same.
No, it's not, bro. You haven't played it.
Even like the upgrading stuff.
No, I disagree. I'm afraid. I think. Sorry, man.
He's afraid.
Also, one more thing I got. You go.
So, I've been a massive fucking God of War fanboy ever since I was a kid. Ever since I was 8. I've played every single game, like more than like 2-3 times per game. And with that being said, I don't think Ragnarok is the best God of War game in the series. And I think Elden Ring is still a better game. So that just kind of gives you my perspective, where I'm coming from.
Oh, I knew you. I think I've talked to you about it before. But, like, because I played all 5, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, I did the whole 5 of them. So, like, I'm the one with the most, like, you know, like, recent, I guess.
You didn't do the PSP ones, right?
Nah, I didn't do the PSP. I couldn't get my hands on the copy of them. I heard that's considered the worst one out of them, right? Anyway, is it not? All right.
No, Ascension is.
Ascension, that's right.
Ascension is considered the worst one.
That's right. That was really.
I got like one last explanation.
Okay.
So like a reason I preferred God of War 3 over 2018 and Ragnarok is the gameplay system is like not like this like grindy RPG where you choose what to upgrade. And I think like I hate those type of games the most where you have to unlock like a skill tree.
I mean, with God of War, like the originals, it is just a skill tree. It's just simplified. Like you just choose where you put your blood.
Yeah.
Like
it was easier.
Like it's a tough choice between 3 and Ragnarok. I'm gonna be honest. I rate 3 higher than 2018. Like I do. It's really tough. I loved 3 a lot. Like if anyone watched me stream it, I did the whole thing in like nearly one sitting because it was just a great fucking game. And I was actually sad when I finished it. But like it's tough, I know, but that's just what I think. That's all there is to it.
I mean, that's your opinion.
Yeah, I know it's my
I mean,
you're wrong, but it's yours.
You might not agree with it, but like he can back it up like with explanation and stuff. So
I mean,
no, that's fine. Like it makes sense, honestly.
Yeah, respectable. Just like sleep with your eye open.
Well, one thing I can't agree on is saying Fall Guys is a better game.
Okay, that one. Can you elaborate a little bit? Just a little bit.
I just enjoyed the game more, man. I just did. It's just simply put. Like I just enjoyed it more. Like if I had Elden Ring sitting next to me, if I had the choice between playing 100 hours straight of Elden Ring or Fall Guys wins. I'm not joking when I say that.
Yep.
Yup. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
No. I mean,
Understandable.
yeah. It has like it's like more of with like multiplayer games. It's a little bit more replayable. You know.
Hmm.
But then you get the point of, are we trying to be objective or subjective here?
I mean,
That's
like,
true.
I could be the best Fall Guys
Be-
player in
Because
the world after 100
because
hours.
objectively, Elden Ring. Actually, they are different games. They
Yeah,
do
they
try to do different things, so they are kind of hard to compare.
Well, that's why I
Yeah.
can't explain. Basically, like,
Yeah.
no, the final challenge, like in Fall Guys, when you're about to win, and then this boss fight are just not comparable. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, so let's continue. I
Anyway.
chose
Anyways,
I chose a lighthearted question next because I thought it might get a little dark. So I thought we handled that quite well.
Oh.
And I think we chose
No,
right.
that was
Asking
smooth.
Rem has been a very good medium.
Definitely.
Have I?
Yeah.
Is cereal a soup?
Yes.
No.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
It's a sweet soup.
And code.
It's he's got a point. Tell us, like, what would you class
Am I allowed?
soup as?
Wait, question. Am I allowed to do research mid conversation?
Of course.
I think so.
Okay, I changed my mind.
Okay, why
It's
do you
not a
change your mind?
soup.
Why?
The definition of soup is a liquid dish made by boiling meat.
Or then
By boiling meat?
what would you call vegetable soup?
Yeah, boiling meat, vegetables, or fish, or like any kind of food.
Or any kind of food, so it's the same.
No, but it has to be boiling.
Oh.
Is cereal boiling?
I mean, there's such thing as like. Also, then, what about custard? You
What?
boil.
Wait, custard?
You
What?
boil
What?
custard to make it. Have you guys ever made custard before?
No.
You gotta boil
Right.
it to make custard. I'm not joking. I've made it. It's so annoying to make.
It's a soup in that boiling form, but then when it becomes cold, it's no longer a soup.
But actually, soup's cold,
Oh.
served cold as an entree in most restaurants.
Yeah.
Ah,
But
Yeah.
it is
What
cooked.
about cold
And then
soups?
also in
But they're cooked.
I'm gonna break the barrier here, but like in Australia, in some of the cold places, people heat up their milk to like nearly boiling temperatures and then put their cereal in it.
yeah, that's just psychotic.
Bro, it gets cold
Bro.
here, man. But it's people do it like with their wheat bix and stuff.
They should just grow a pair.
Bro.
Like, I don't think adding milk to a bowl and then adding cereal to it makes it a soup. It's not a soup.
So what is
Like,
it?
you have to cook soup that is not cooked.
It's a cereal.
But like I said,
It's
like
a cereal added to milk.
so if
It's a
like
cereal.
if I heat up my cereal, right, and like basically just
Yeah.
cook the cereal with the milk, would you still call that cereal?
Oh, it would become a soup as long as it's boiling.
That would be closer to like porridge, though, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, what would you call porridge?
Oh, yeah. It's
Fair call.
Yeah.
Wait, would
I
you
mean-
would you call porridge cereal?
No.
Oh no,
Yeah.
because some people make porridge like slimy instead of liquidy. Like, not everybody makes it like liquidy.
This is gonna have
Porridge
to be like a game of technicalities,
Yeah.
really.
porridge is made by heating or boiling crushed up starchy plants, typically grain in milk or water. So it's actually classed as like a soup.
Oh,
Soup.
shit.
Just about, yeah.
Oh,
I mean-
fuck.
It's a soup.
Like, if we had to make a family tree, for whatever reason,
Yeah.
like, you could maybe put it in like a different subsection. But I think a normal human would not be like, "Yo, I'm having soup," while they're holding a bowl of cereal.
No, I
Yeah.
think I would.
Really?
Well, you might not be a normal human, but that's
Any
besides the point
explanation?
here.
Okay.
Cause like it's like liquid in a bowl with something inside of the liquid, so it's like it's soup.
It has to be boiling. That's the definition.
So soup.
So like, is like boba tea a soup?
Is it
Ooh.
with a spoon? Is it in a bowl?
It's in
It
almost
could
a
be.
bowl shape.
It could
Okay,
be.
now let's say it's a cup, just a small bowl. Exactly.
It
It's
is
a
a
glass,
container.
just
It is
a
a
small
container.
version of a bowl. Exactly. So
Okay,
boba could be soup.
mm,
Okay.
like
Oh,
this is
you
just
do make
a
boba while it's
technicalities game.
boiling as well.
Mm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And this has actually turned into kind of a hard one. I'm not gonna lie with some of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what comes first, the egg or the chicken?
Oh my god.
No, no.
Oh yeah. Well, it would be the chicken, right? Because
Yes.
first it would have to evolve into the chicken, then they would have to evolve to reproduce, which would be the egg. So the chicken.
Yeah.
But to evolve to become a chicken, you have to come out of the egg.
Hmm. Well, maybe
Yes.
you
No.
know, I don't know.
So I just want to say my side is not an egg, by the way. My side is omelet.
But
The omelet comes first.
humans still come from eggs. So
Yeah.
would you say humans came first, or eggs come first?
Humans.
Human.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wait, no, eggs comes before humans because there were fish laying eggs before humans exist.
Wait, so what came first, the fish or the eggs?
Fish,
I
because
have no input.
before something turns into a fish, it was like a single-celled organism in the ocean.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Okay, so we've decided cereal's not a soup.
No.
Okay.
Who's
so,
we?
Okay. Alright. Alright, we'll go to the next one.
No. Wait. Before we do, so Ram thinks it's cereal is a soup. Gengorrr, what about you?
I don't think it's a soup.
Purge.
I'm in the middle because Australians do boil the milk.
Okay.
That's a safe option.
So we got two people that disagree, one person that agrees, and then one person in the middle. All right.
Alright, so the next one. This is a tough one. Like, this is tough. And like
Whatever.
it's I actually like I'm gonna struggle to answer this. If you had to choose between playing games for the rest of your life and giving up anime, or only watching anime for the rest of your life and giving up games, which would you choose?
Play games. Give up anime.
Yeah,
Yeah. And play games.
that would be me as well.
So easy.
Yeah, it is really easy for me as well.
Is that a reason why it's hard for you, Freshman?
I'm take anime.
What?
I love streaming, but I could just stream something else. But like anime, I wouldn't have made it this far in my life without anime. I don't.
Oh.
I would say anime is more important than games. Like in like my entire life by a mile. Like that shit got me through high school and like, yeah.
That's understandable.
But from this point on.
From this point on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's for the rest of your life.
I mean, like, I'm probably gonna have some time to watch. If I have kids, I'll have time to watch anime, but I won't have time to play a game.
Good thinking.
I think.
Yeah. Go
I
on.
think games would win because of streaming. I think games would win because of streaming. I think yeah.
Alright.
Streaming is a part of it, but also just sitting down and just watching, just consuming for like the rest of my life seems
Yeah.
so boring.
Yeah.
Like I can't sit down for like more than an hour or two,
Unless
like focus
you're like
on like a show. I just can't do it.
yeah. Unless you're like a film major or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Games matter more to me. For sure.
Like the interactive element of games is what
Yeah.
keeps them fun and fresh. But I mean that's not saying shows or anime it's not fun, but
Right.
you're just watching. But with the game, there's so many different experiences that you can have that just
Yeah, you
keeps
can
it.
like choose and engage with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If the games are taken away from me forever, I probably would also be gone with the games. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hmm.
This one's really easy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. No more power.
Now, I have
mean,
one better
it's-
question. Oh, wait, you can go.
Yeah, I just wanted to say we said no more anime. We didn't say no more manga.
Oh, well, manga would obviously like get into
Oh,
that conversation. Like we can't differentiate the two.
But they are a different medium.
I mean they
They
are,
are a different medium.
but they're so similar. It's not funny.
right.
But then, are we disallowing books then, or shows as well?
Hmm.
Just anything that comes out of Japan, any media that comes out of Japan.
Well, then I would. I don't.
Yeah.
That would be pretty tough.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to cut manga entirely, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
I
could
would
do that.
still choose games. I would still choose games.
I would choose games, but I would be really sad about that.
Mm.
Yeah. I got a harder question.
Okay.
Oh God.
Alright.
Give up games forever or give up sex forever?
Oh fuck me.
Give up Give up sex.
Oh my god.
I mean, we all choose games and we just remain virgins forever. Let's just take that.
Easy choice for me. I've never tried sex.
I mean, Retro said games.
Oh,
I don't know.
based.
I honestly don't know.
Talos is like a shad in real life, so it's harder for him to choose.
I mean, not exactly, but the thing is, you're not gonna have
you give
sex
up
for
games?
10 hours a day, right?
Yeah,
But-
that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, you haven't tried.
No, I haven't tried. My back would kill me.
Ah.
I don't have the stamina for that.
I see.
Retro actually said that he would give up games for sex. He says, "I just started.
Ah.
I just started. I'm not ready to stop yet."
Got it.
Yeah, no. I think I'd take games. Like,
Same.
like it didn't rule out foreplay, so I think we're good. We'll take the dub. We'll take the
Oh
dub.
my god.
I'm better. At,
I mean,
Real
I mean,
shit.
I'm better at that
Can
anyway.
you still rub one out? Can you still do that?
Mm. Absolutely. We wouldn't make it a
Uh-huh.
year. We would.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Then I
Wait,
I'd
what?
pick games as well.
If
No,
you
I
get
was
your,
just
What?
asking if you could just have a wank, right? Like is that included as sex?
It is like basically a sexual act.
It is, but
But it's
I
not
guess it's
exactly
not
intercourse.
sex. Yeah, no.
Mm.
okay, well, like,
Yeah, the
You
games it is.
do you guys think you could last 12 months without like any like self pleasure?
So the longest I've lost is like 8 months.
I probably could if I wanted to.
Yeah, 8 months.
Bro,
8 months,
fucking
it was like in a weird state of life.
I feel
8
like
months is insane.
If I
I mean
lasted a
I
month, I'd be
could
impressed.
Oh my god. Bro, yeah.
I definitely could. Like if I really set my mind to it, I could not do it for a whole year. But I think
Yeah.
my personality would change. I would be a lot more serious.
Yeah. Wait, legit though.
Uh,
Yeah.
that sounds like something like someone with an addiction would say. It's like I can quit whenever I want.
I mean, we are. Well, look, hey man, we're not calling each other out here. Let's drop the topic, eh, right?
Shit.
Aww.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fine with it, but we can move
yeah.
on.
All right. So, the next one. Are multiplayers games? Sorry, oh my god, I'm having a stroke. Are multiplayer games dying? And do they become repetitive? Like, are they becoming repetitive? Like, are they the same thing over and over and over again? Like, instances like, is there like 4 variants of like League of Legends, and then like Overwatch, and then CS:GO, and then like Valorant, all of that? Like, they're all similar games, really, with a couple different changes in them. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
do you feel like it's just a dying art?
Um.
Like, when's the last time someone released something different with multiplayer?
I
Probably
I don't think it's
Splatoon.
dying. Yeah. But like I don't think it's dying. I just think that the mainstream genre of online games
Okay.
are repetitive, but not like the indie. Yeah.
Indie Halpern, #1 diva in the league.
Hmm? What? Uh,
So I don't think they're
Um,
dying, but I
yeah.
don't think there has been any real innovation in a while.
should repetition be like a bad thing all the time?
Yeah,
Not exactly, no.
Yeah, I don't think it's
because
dying.
fighting games exist. You could call them repetitive, but
Mm.
they are good every time a new one come up.
Like, if you look at Twitch, obviously multiplayer dominates it. If we put
Yeah.
we put fighting games
Yeah.
in there, they die way too quick. They do. Like, they die off
Yeah,
really
but that's
fast.
because it's hard to get into.
Well, from my streams personally, and I don't know if it's like, 'cause it's like there's obviously like there's a lower viewer base in the category itself, but I find story games are quite more successful, like for my streams personally, compared to like multiplayer, and especially people seem to like stay around a lot longer for stuff like that.
Right.
For like a new multiplayer game releasing, like it's rare I ever get interested in it, like at all, compared to maybe a story game. Like, for instance, what we had Overwatch 2 this year, and I had FIFA. But before then, like, the last game I got excited for a release was probably Black Ops 3 in 2015.
Um. Um. I'll be honest. I get excited for a lot of online games that comes out because like I keep up with like the indie like developers a lot. So like it's like recently I discovered a fighting game called like Revolt Rushdown. It got like 100 active players max. So it's just like I think you just have to find a good one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
mean,
personally haven't been too excited for multiplayer games in a while.
Mm.
Until the last COD, because I was just like, there's not much to play. I just kind of want something to play with the friend, like with the boys.
Right.
And I mean, for the most
Ooh.
part, it is a fun game. For the most part,
Yeah.
until it pisses me off, but that's besides the point.
About like online games being repetitive. If you think about it, mainstream single player games, they're just reusing the same franchise
Mm.
a lot of times. Like looking at Nintendo.
Yeah.
They're not creating like new franchise at all.
Yeah. But is that a bad thing though?
It's not, but you could say that's also repetitive, right?
Like maybe in the long run, it'll come back to like bite them in the ass. But right now, it seems like if people enjoy it, they'll play it. You know.
Yeah,
Like people just want more of what they love, like just
Yeah.
updated and
that's true.
with new quality of life changes, new improvements, but still
Enjoyable.
being enjoyable and just being the same formula, but better.
Mm.
So I don't think
Yeah,
that's a problem. Like I wouldn't say that's repetitive per se.
right.
Well,
That makes sense.
like, because obviously I played a lot of games. This question made me obviously think because like I'm playing a lot currently in the Christmas event, and like to
Right.
experience so many different single player games is just honestly amazing. Like I honestly can't name one game on the whole 25 days, so they're similar. Like
Right.
out of any of them, like really, like they're all really different, and I feel like in the mainstream, single players are starting to catch up again with multiplayer because I feel like single player was
Mm.
still dominating like in the early 2000s, and then multiplayer, as soon as online came through, just took over everything. But I feel like single
Yeah,
players are making a bit of a comeback currently. So I personally think they might at some point be on the same level, but I still don't think that's going to be for quite some time.
that's a fair point.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
cultural
I agree.
trends,
Hmm.
it changes. Doesn't necessarily
But
mean it's better or worse.
isn't it just like basically music, mainstream music? Like they look the same.
A lot of
Oh,
pop music does sound similar.
Hmm.
Yeah, like mainstream music, like the popular artists, they're kind of just the same people, and then eventually they get like flushed out, and then like new generation come up.
yeah, but people still consume it and people still like it. So there's no reason for them to really change that.
That's true.
I mean, like with
Hmm.
music as well, like I don't listen to anything mainstream, and I actually don't know many people that do. So like, would you even say like there would be like a top five like artists, and then like below that is just probably like thousands of artists sitting around that same area of popularity?
Yeah,
Like
I would.
I feel like it'd be very hard to pick the top 10 in the world currently. Like I could probably, I don't reckon I could name one. I think,
Yeah, but
Like
hmm.
top 10 artists in terms of popularity.
yeah, like would you just go straight to Drake and Kanye? But
Wouldn't
after,
you look at like
I'd say
Fame?
Eminem is definitely top 10.
but like you know,
Like
like
100%.
what would you put after that though? Like I can't, like I honestly can't name like many after that.
Probably just look at the total streams over all platforms.
Mm.
Hmm.
No?
Uh,
I mean, you can classify that. Like, that is easily. You can just look up the stats for that.
I'm
If
doing
we're
it
just
right
talking
now.
about popularity. Yeah.
Okay, so
Alright.
currently, oh my god, wait, really? Is this accurate?
What is it?
Okay, so Drake is number one currently.
Oh,
He's killing everybody. But
Currently?
oh, can I guess?
well, like
Second
six,
place?
huh? Like 6 billion. Bad Bunny is second. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Does anybody know who that is?
The
Same.
Spanish artist.
Oh, true. And then we got
Yeah,
Ed Sheeran.
Edmund. Yeah, I knew it.
All right. We got Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
The Weeknd. See,
Ew.
apparently Weeknd's got the most streamed song in the world, I think, currently.
Oh,
Justin Bieber's number 6.
That makes sense.
ew.
Yeah. Uh,
It makes sense.
Ariana Grande is number 7. Eminem is number 8. Number 9 is Post Malone. I didn't even think of this. This actually is probably a bit of an obvious one. Is BTS? That's number 10.
Ah,
That is a pretty
Yeah,
obvious one.
yeah.
Turns out Kanye is number 12.
and Kanye is not that good.
I don't listen to him personally.
Yeah.
Who is
Yeah.
contributing to these statistics? I just want to know.
No, Spotify.
NPCs.
Who like does it? I know, right? Like I
Yeah.
don't.
NCCs.
Out of that top 10, I think I've got songs from. I got 1 or 2 from Posty. That's about it.
No.
Maybe
I
actually
don't know.
Eminem as well, actually.
For me, it's just my chi Ed Sheeran.
But even
Okay.
He's from the ends.
the top 20, like Jay. Does anyone know Jay Balvin?
J
No.
Balvin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Latin music.
Okay. And then it's Kanye, Billie Eilish, Coldplay's 14th.
Coldplay is good.
Yeah, Juice World, Dua Lipa, Imagine Dragons.
Ew.
Imagine Dragons Nuts in Your Face, X,
Okay.
Ozuna, and Rihanna. So even in the top 20, like X and Juice to be up there is pretty crazy since they're obviously both dead. I would probably
Yeah.
say, like out of the top 20, I listened to like 4 of those.
I
I
don't think
listen to
I've
none.
one of them.
Like,
Yeah.
maybe it is just NPCs.
Yeah.
I
The
mean, to be
sultry
fair,
ran
these
out.
artists are really popular.
Poetry.
Well, they're like, I feel like that's so like weird. That's what I mean. I don't know many people that just listen to the same music over and over again. Like none of my mates listen to the same music as me.
Yeah. And if you scroll through like TikTok, the trending music on that app is not what in this list at all.
Mm.
Because on the app it's like edgy teens.
But this is going by all-time streams, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all time.
Like
Mm.
who's leading? Yeah.
I see.
Hmm.
I don't.
Honestly, that list doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, like I think Dua Lipa and Rihanna actually sort of like what the fuck. A few others there. I'm like,
I mean, Rihanna, I get. Dua Lipa, yeah.
I guess it's just all about
Lady
the feet.
Gaga needs
Oh,
to
hang
be.
on. Actually, hang on.
Oh.
Hang on. There was a stat there.
I'm hanging on.
Hang on. There was a stat actually. Featured streams. Okay. So 20 billion to Drake. So without his features, he's ranked number 10.
Ooh.
So Billie Eilish has never featured. Oh, okay, that's pretty crazy. A lot of them have billions of features, streams. Which is interesting.
So what is the list without features? Top 10.
Taylor Swift wins.
Huh.
Which is
Well,
I mean,
she's only featured on one song apparently. It's still got 450 million, but yeah, she takes the cake.
and I'm guessing Eminem is like top 5 now.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, I think yeah. Let's go Slay.
Slay.
Okay.
Go boss.
Alright, we'll switch to that's kind of an interesting. Alright, there are a few questions, obviously. Okay, so the next one, again, is probably a little bit controversial, but I got some main serious games here that are obviously very trendy, and I was just gonna ask whether you think any of these are overrated, and we discuss whether they are. So, for instance, we're gonna start with the new God of War series.
Not overrated.
You don't reckon it's overrated? Do you think it deserves a credit?
Yeah,
It deserves
deserves
the
it.
credit.
It deserves it.
Okay.
does.
I don't think they're perfect games, but they deserve the credit.
Would you say it's underrated?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
It's
There's
rated.
there's no world
Yeah.
where God of War is underrated.
Okay. The next one, Halo series, the entirety of it.
Overrated. It's fucking garbage.
Oh, holy
Oops.
shit! Holy shit!
I had a feeling
Terrible.
Gengorrr would say this. I think it's because he sucks at
It's
it.
completely terrible.
But
No, it's too easy, actually.
No!
I tried playing it.
Gengorrr, what do you need? Like Halo
Like,
has some of the hardest like difficulty options in like any game
Oh,
ever.
well, do you mean the single player or the online of Halo?
both. It's the entirety of the series.
Still overrated. Still overrated. But, like, when I think of Halo, I mainly think the online, which is really bad.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but my friend was like, "You all have an anime profile picture. What even is the point of this podcast anymore?"
Oh my god.
Well, it's because he hasn't put new photos there, so I mean, I have my video. I
Yeah.
could turn my video on, but I don't know if it won't let me stream it through Discord at the same time.
But yeah.
I'm gonna bring Gengor's stream back on. Just show
Okay.
you what he has. I mean, I think his setup looks way better, honestly.
Really?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I'm getting some good photos for next time.
it's
Sure.
perfect.
We
I
should
love
just
doing
have
low
like
effort layouts.
we can put like a face to the opinion.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Well, I like that fire. Nice.
That is the opinion.
it is a pretty nice fire.
I think with Halo, there's no denying it's a very revolutionary first-person shooter. Like, and
Yeah,
I think
it is.
I think
Right.
as a whole series, it is a little overrated, but the first game deserves everything and probably more with how revolutionary it really was. Because the way they
Yeah, that's
involved
fair.
the vehicles and like the guns and stuff, I think they deserve the credit. But I think, and like even Halo fans will admit, as it went on, it's just shit.
Yeah.
Infinite, I've played Infinite. Infinite was pretty fun to play, but yeah.
Like Infinite is a really good game
Mm.
that just had no support whatsoever after launch.
Well, that's like it's
And
fun.
like
It took off.
it did. It popped off for like a month,
Hmm.
and then it died. Like it just fucking ceased to exist.
Yeah, because I played it the first month. I
Yeah,
thought it was really
yeah, me
fun.
too.
Oh, yeah, and like
Yeah, it was.
the competitive was good. Like I was like, okay, let's go. And then they were just like, oh yeah, we're gonna do the same thing next season. I was like, okay.
Like the challenge system for like levels was terrible. There's like no updates, no new maps, barely any what's the word? Communication from the devs.
Mm.
It took forever for like even the simplest things to get patched.
I
Like
think,
that just killed the game for me.
yeah, my take on it is like, most people still like Halo for nostalgia, and the gameplay is actually not good.
The gameplay is good.
I mean,
What is it?
So the gameplay is good.
I gotta disagree.
I think it's impressive how they haven't tried to change it. Actually, it's probably one of the only multiplayer games in the world, like that have lasted for that long and refused to change anything. I think I respect that.
Yeah, I mean, they did make the campaign open world,
Oh yeah, true.
so
That
I
was
suppose
cool.
that is a change.
Just doing the Elden Ring roulette. Anyway, the next one is next overrated or underrated game. Well, actually, sorry, Talos. Do you think Halo's underrated?
Do I think Halo's underrated? No, I think it's Probably until like Halo 3,
Hmm.
it was perfectly rated. After that, I'd say it's a mixed bag, but like the legacy of the franchise is not overrated.
The next one is COD.
Overrated.
I think that's
Oh.
like the first thing you think of when you think of overrated games.
Yeah.
Why is it overrated though?
Have you played a COD game? Like, have you tried to like actually play it without like seriously play it?
Sleeping.
I have 300 hours on the new one.
Oh my.
I think, again, with this legacy thing of Call of Duty, I don't know if anyone knows, but like before Call of Duty, there was Medal of Honor, which is
Yep.
what it came from, and like the amount of games they've made is actually quite impressive. Like, I think it may be nearly in the 30. Like, they've nearly got 30 games, like combined with Medal of Honor. So, for me, it's a tough one. I actually think Warzone doesn't deserve the hype it gets, but I think
No.
the entirety of Call of Duty deserves it personally.
Oh.
Like COD is the best arcadey shooter
Mm.
on the market, and there's no comparison really.
Yeah, but like, okay, the question is like not if you think it's a good game or a bad game, but if it's overrated or not.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
And like, even if the game is good, I feel like it's still overrated. Like, it's way too popular than it needs to be.
Its popularity has definitely died off in the past couple of years. Like, I haven't bought the last two of them, and I bought every COD before then. So it is. I feel like it's actually kind of a
would
tough
agree.
one. Yeah, I feel like it's a tough one. I think they've made some choices they shouldn't. Like, probably not the investment time into their campaign was probably a bad decision on their part. Personally, I think that was kind of really dumb because it's actually like shot them in the foot. They lost quite a lot of players, and then I was talking to someone the other day playing Black Ops 3, and the zombies is really struggling. So, and like that used to bring a lot of people in. Like, people used to buy COD, like Black Ops games, because Black Ops was considered shit in multiplayer, but the zombies was considered really, really good. So, like, I think they said 60% of people who bought like a lot of the Black Ops games and Treyarch games played for the zombies. And I feel like if
Did you say the multiplayer was shit?
people like, compared to like Infinity Ward. Yeah, okay.
I highly disagree there, but
I understand that, like, obviously, but like for a lot of people bought Black Ops 2 and they bought Black Ops 3 for the zombies. They didn't buy it for the multiplayer at no stage.
Yeah.
Is like what I'm saying basically. Even Infinite Warfare was the same. People bought it for the multiplayer itself. Advanced Warfare was as well. No one wanted to play the multiplayer. It was just I think overall, I think a lot of people with COD just put the multiplayer in. If you put zombies in there and campaign in there, I would say it's not overrated if you include the entirety of it. But if you said multiplayer itself, then I would say it's overrated. But it's not overrated
I see.
if you put all of it together personally.
I see.
Sorry, you.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't think it's overrated simply because it is the best arcade shooter out there. So in that regard, can't really be overrated. And I don't think anyone really says like COD is a masterpiece either.
What?
Like I think most people that do play COD fucking hate themselves while they play it. To be honest.
Oh my god.
Because I do, but
it's killed the market. Like, let's be honest. Like, it's killed. Like, name the last arcade, like you said, arcade shooter they brought out. What was the last one? Titanfall tried to have a crack at it, and like, remember all these games at one stage were trying to release a multiplayer, like Killzone and everything, and no one could compete. And like, you can't name another game where it was just straight up a first-person shooter, easy aim and shoot sort of thing, kill streaks and that, because no one can compete anymore. So that I think you do have to give them credit. They actually killed the market and they've like won Like no one's ever gonna try to compete with them again. Like I wouldn't put CS:GO with them. Like CS:GO, I feel like is a completely different game after playing it.
Yeah,
I,
CS:GO is not an arcadey shooter.
no, I feel like that's way more competitive. So
Yeah, for sure.
I think I understand. Yeah, definitely the best arcade shooter. I think that wins and then obviously Halo, which it killed Halo as well.
Ooh.
Obviously, it killed Halo like for, it did.
I think
one last
Halo
thing.
killed Halo, but
Yeah, that's
go,
fair
go,
enough,
go,
yeah.
go on, Gengorrr.
There was a it's just like just saying this out of nowhere, but I think the best arcade game for me is probably Quake.
Mm.
I don't know if you know
Yeah.
Quake.
No, I
Yeah,
haven't played
Yeah,
Quake.
yeah.
Yeah.
Quake
yeah,
2.
Quake.
But
But-
isn't it an arena shooter?
Hmm.
It's not a shooter.
But it's not really an arcade shooter or arcadey shooter.
I guess.
I think like with see even like another game I think is probably Destiny had a crack at it, and
Hmm.
that did flop. So what they do is they've basically tried to just focus on the survival or elimination side of it to be more competitive rather than just on like the capture the flag and stuff, because it's just the right call really.
Yeah, but also PvP isn't really Destiny's selling point.
No, they did try for a
And
while and won, didn't they?
um, I mean, yeah, there's Trials of Osiris.
Mm.
I think that was pretty good in Destiny 1. And then Destiny 2 came out and they tried to make that pretty competitive. But it just flopped. Destiny 2 at launch was just terrible. And the game almost died. So they had to just go back to being more casual, you could say. Just bring back the fun.
Okay.
And none of the competitive modes in Destiny 2 are competitive. It's a joke.
It's fair enough. Okay, the next one is Fortnite. I think it's just a straight yes,
Yeah,
and like
it's perfectly rated for me.
I don't think I'd even like to give it any credit.
Really?
It
Nah.
doesn't feel right.
It even if like you compare it to other battle royale games, the games are completely different. Like you're over the shoulder the whole time. Like I feel like it's its own thing, just about. I think I honestly can't compare it to other to battle royales personally. I think like you could chuck Warzone and Apex into the debate, but you can't chuck personally you can't chuck Fortnite into a debate with them. Like if you look at like how the game is played.
I
Yeah,
think
because
you
it's
can.
just way over the other ones. I don't know. I think Fortnite is perfectly rated. Like, it's a good game. You can, like, not care about a game, but you can, like, still have fun if you're, like, convinced to play with someone.
I think Fortnite might be one of the worst fucking games I've ever played in my entire life.
Maybe you're just bad.
No, I've gotten plenty of wins on Fortnite. I just think it's shit.
Uh,
I just
I
think
see.
it's shit, bro. It's like the Call of Duty of like.
It's better than Call of Duty.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know. Like,
Okay,
if
I don't know about.
I know about that. Definitely.
I don't think it feels right to say it's better than any game, honestly.
No, yeah. So
You're
that's.
gonna admit all the things it has done, it is better than COD.
I mean, it got to the stage though where Fortnite just copy other people. Like it's just shit. They ran out of fucking ideas. And they copy everyone. Remember like
What did they copy?
Remember that at that stage they started copying Overwatch skins?
Wait, how?
Are you serious? Have you not seen that?
Yeah.
They started copying other franchises' skins on League, on Overwatch. They copied a couple COD skins. They copied heaps at one stage.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, really? And like
Dude,
it
That's
did,
like cosmetics, right?
the game.
That's not the
The
gameplay.
game did die. It died, remember? And then they
I think that's
they did that stupid.
Fortnite is dead.
They did that stupid black hole event, and then it recovered it. Remember that was like 2 years ago.
I don't think it died. It was like still the top game, even at its lowest state.
No, it was dead because I can't remember what. I think Warzone was winning at that point, so it killed it completely.
And
And
but
then
Warzone was also huge
they
at
sh-
the time.
they shut down the servers for 2 days, and everyone freaked out because they didn't say anything to anyone. All they sent was like every time you'd load it up, it'd just be like a black hole on the screen.
But that was
Yeah.
for an event. It wasn't.
No,
They shut it down for.
at that point it was dead. Like it was pretty. I do because Apex remember released as well. Because
Yeah.
Apex and Warzone were destroying it. Like Apex was the most popular game in the world at that point, and then Warzone was second.
Yeah.
Like Fortnite had been obliterated at that point.
I feel like I'm fighting. I'm like a one-man army trying to admit that Fortnite is good.
Fortnite shit, man. Like it's not good.
It just is good.
Okay, I don't think it's fun for me,
Yeah,
but I can't deny like how good the post-launch support is. The amount
Yeah.
of shit that they add, the content,
Yeah,
new
exactly.
updates, the new maps, just the amount of shit that they add is
Yeah.
just insane. And no other game
yeah,
has
but
been able to keep up with the amount of content that Fortnite
Literally.
has.
I mean, if you're gonna put like just the content in it to survive a fucking game, though, I wouldn't play a game. I play a game for how well it plays.
But I mean,
Right.
game needs content,
I mean,
And
like
if you
well,
like the gameplay, then you just want more
especially
content.
online.
I mean, we could make that argument about it. Then all fucking 3 of us in here are Overwatch players,
Yeah.
and it's been dead for
4?
the past. It's been dead for the longest time. Like,
Yeah,
and
but a
and
dead
we've.
game doesn't mean it's
I
bad.
know, but like you didn't play Fortnite continuously. You went and played like another game, like you went and played Apex, or like went and played Overwatch over Fortnite because the gameplay is shit.
Oh, it depends on what state of Fortnite. There are some state of Fortnite that I would rather play over current Overwatch right now. Like season 2 of Fortnite. I would rather play that.
Alright, no, no, alright. Alright, I respect your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if you manage to got some wins in a game, there's gotta be at some point where you enjoy playing the game.
No,
Like at least for like a single session.
no. I've actually, I think I
Then
played,
how are you getting wins?
I played 60 hours of Fortnite, I think, because my mates used to make me play it, because they refused to play Chivalry or Black Ops 3 with me unless I played Fortnite with them. That's how it used to go. Or other games. They actually wouldn't play
see.
with me unless I played with them. So I played a lot with them, and we won a fair bit. But I just fucking can't stand the game. The only time I willingly downloaded it was when I got a Switch, and we thought it would be funny as fuck to play Fortnite on a Switch. And then yeah, I think
I see.
we got a few wins. I was very drunk. It was pretty funny. All right, the next
That
game
is pretty funny.
is a very controversial one again. Is GTA 5.
Overrated. I like it, but it's overrated.
What?
Yeah. I like it, but it's overrated. The developers sucks at taking care of the game for online, and also the developer does not care, and it's just money hungry.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah,
On that point.
and it's like the game is enjoyable, but there's so many flaws in GTA 5.
But is it overrated?
Yeah, it's literally the most sold game ever. Other than Minecraft.
I think it would be overrated if it came out today, but
I don't think it would
considering
survive.
it came
would
out
it?
I think it would, because the online is still alive now, like more than Overwatch.
also it's kind of hard for me to comment because I never finished the campaign. So
Yeah, I think I have like 900 hours on GTA Online alone.
Jesus.
But yeah, I still think it's overrated.
I mean, so okay, it's not even okay, it's not even close with the sales though. So Minecraft's got 238. I think that's billion. And then
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto's got 170 million.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto was on top at first, but then Minecraft got like blown up back again, and then like the sales like doubled on Minecraft.
I
So
think
it's
it's
easy.
unfair to compare Minecraft to any other game, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Well, I personally I think it's overrated because I think GTA is shit, especially 5. Personally,
Yeah,
like
even I agree that it's overrated.
I think Vice City is probably the only one I enjoy, but with GTA 5, I feel like it's a little overrated with how much and how it survived this long is very I'm very impressed. It's probably one of the most long-running games ever without like a gap in how popular it's been.
Yeah,
Like even Minecraft hasn't been able to achieve that because Minecraft did have a gap in the middle where GTA 5 is just non-stop.
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
it's probably just because it's an easy game to make content on, isn't it? Really?
yeah. It's true. They did release a new DLC again. Like still.
Okay, so we're good. Rem, you're all good. You don't want to kill Gengorrr. We're good.
Yeah, wait. Do you think it's overrated? Remiinna?
I don't think it's overrated. I don't think it's overrated.
All right.
Is it because of Trevor?
No, like as a whole, like
Oh,
everything. It's
hmm.
it's one of those like one of those single player games that you can just replay. I don't know.
That's true.
Like it's
I don't,
fun. There's many different ways to enjoy it.
I don't think the single player is overrated. I think the multiplayer is just shit, though.
Yeah, the multiplayer is. I have to admit that even though I played like almost 1,000 hours on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. The next
Yeah.
one is. Oh, unless sorry, I had something to say.
No. I'm done. I'm done.
All right. The next one is the Assassin's Creed series.
Overrated.
Overrated.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's underrated.
Except for Unity. Unity is good, but everything else is bad.
You literally, you just said the worst.
I know
rated
I
Assassin's
piss
Creed out
off
of all of
Assassin's
them.
Creed fans.
I mean,
Yeah, I know I just did that.
I actually like Assassin's Creed Unity. Funny enough, I actually think it's
Right.
underrated, and I think again it's another revolutionary game that has created quite a lot of other games because of it, and a lot of people have stolen the engines and like the ideas from it. I actually find it very underrated, and I actually plan at some point to play every single one on stream. I feel like it's definitely died. Like you don't see it's not mainstream anymore. I wouldn't even call it mainstream if they release new ones. I feel like
Right.
it's very, especially the last couple of them have been very impressive, but no one's really taken that much notice of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just think the series is not that good for me. Just like me personally, I don't like it. The series.
The only one I actually finished is Black Flag,
Oh yeah.
and I did really enjoy it. I did try a few other ones as well, but I could never get into it, honestly.
I think
Like I'm for one thing, I'm not really a big fan of stealth games. That's not really my thing. And second, like I just really could not get into the story. It just didn't really pull me.
out of all the
And
right,
yeah.
are you right?
Yeah, I was just saying. I think like the last one that I did play was Origin, and I remember trying to like stealth kill someone, and I stabbed them in the neck with my blade, and they just turned around and one shot me because they were higher level. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this game. I just uninstalled it. Never played it ever again.
I
So
100%ed Origins. That's a great game. I think Assassin's Creed 2, funny enough, is I think my third favorite game of all time. It has probably one of the most impressive stories like in gaming for me, like out of all my games, by a fucking mile. And I think the storytelling is fantastic in all of them, but it has been lackluster in the last 3. I'm not going to deny that. and it's been a bit dead. But I feel like that's where its
Yeah.
main component is. I know the gameplay can be quite painful at time and very glitchy, but like, what open world isn't? And like, it's probably one of the only open world games like ever made that people don't take the piss out of it and have a laugh over it. They just say this game's fucking terrible and then uninstall it.
Yeah.
Not calling you out, tell us, by the way.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I find that a lot. Like Watch Dogs, for instance, is quite an impressive game, but because it had so many
Really?
but since it like for what it could do, but
Okay, I
but,
see.
but because it was glitchy, people just refused to play the game, and it had a dead launch on both of them and failed completely.
Mhm.
Okay.
So my friend Luigi says Origins is better than Odyssey.
Yeah,
Do
that's
you guys agree?
yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I haven't played Odyssey, and I didn't finish Origins, so I can't really comment.
No.
Do I have a take? I just didn't enjoy any Assassin's Creed games except for Unity.
No, you guys gotta play 2. I'll gift it to you. Fucking great game.
It's just something about that. It's just
Yeah.
I don't know.
The next game series is Skyrim.
Overrated.
Not
overrated.
overrated. I
Well,
think it's perfectly rated.
I knew it. I knew it.
I think it's perfectly rated for the sex mods. 100%, dude. The main gameplay, I don't really care for it, but I would buy the game for the sex mods.
Oh my god.
We're
But then-
on a podcast, Gengorrr.
Yeah, stating my troops.
then you're buying it for the mods, not really for the game itself.
Yeah, but the game is what can make all the mods good.
Okay.
But
But do you want to take into consideration mod support, or are we just talking vanilla? Because with mod support, that's a different story.
If it's vanilla, I still think it's like perfectly rated. Like it's fun. Just when you add mods to it, it's more fun.
I'm not gonna lie, I played it for like 3-4 hours, and it was the most boring 3 to 4 hours of my life. To be honest with you,
Well, it's like
I just thought it was dead. The game. Okay, this is just my opinion, right? I'm not trying to shit on anyone.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I thought the gameplay was really bad. I thought the dialogue was just so fucking stiff, and I was like, I'm just standing there being yelled
right.
exposition at for however long,
feel-
and it was just
feel like
clunky. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
That's what I like about it.
it's definitely overrated, man. Unless you played it the first time when you were young enough, you think it's a great fucking game. But it's not. I don't think it's worth the rating.
I don't think
currently
it's
got.
great.
The people that play it currently, like, are generally just people that have played it before. Like, someone coming into it fresh, like Talos, or like anyone else, would not think it's a good game.
Because it's old.
Like, well, it's not that
But-
Just like
old.
every old game.
It did get remastered again. Like that's what like it should have been fixed. That's the craziest thing. It's just another game like GTA 5 where it's just been fucking slapped a new brand on it. Like the PS3, the PS4, the PS5, slapped it, put it in front of someone and said, "Here you go, bro. It's a brand new game." Like, oh, we put first person in it this time. It's like, wow, this is so useless. Let's go.
The thing is, I think it's an old game argument doesn't really hold, because there's older games that have better gameplay that still hold up till this day.
And then the next one is all Mario games.
Perfectly rated.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just games that anybody can play. Like it's never bad.
It
Also
does one
never,
thing
like, a
and it does it really
masterpiece.
well.
Yeah. So I got around like 10 minutes left on my internet cafe.
Oh, yeah,
Shit.
it's alright. We're nearly done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Purge and Rem,
Oh,
your
so-
opinions?
Um, I think I don't think you ever see anyone praising a Mario game. Well, okay, well, actually, no, that's not true. Some people will say like, "Oh, Mario Sunshine, it's like a masterpiece," and
Yeah.
like, in its own right, you could say that. You could say they accomplished what they're set out to do.
Mm.
You know, it's not much deeper than that, and it's an enjoyable experience. It's I would say it's like gaming in its purest form. You're just gaming. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah,
Like
it's
Yeah.
gaming.
it's
Yeah.
perfectly rated. Like I don't think it's overrated. I don't think it's underrated. I think it's like one of those things that like you just kind of have and it's good. And you're like,
Yeah,
okay, nice.
yeah.
Like if you want a platformer, you can never go wrong with Mario.
You know.
Mm.
I think
And
after Rem's point, I was gonna say it's perfectly rated. I'm actually gonna say it's underrated. I feel like that's a
You think
fair
so?
point.
Ooh.
I mean, out of all of them, instance, like if you're gonna talk about which one gets talked about the most, like I said, Sunshine gets talked about a lot. And then there was the 3D one they released, but again, that was like one of the first 3D games ever, and I think it was the
Yeah.
first ever 3D platformer, and like it deserves the credit it got. Mario Kart's talked about a lot, but that's just, I mean, it's just a great fucking game. Mario Party is always fun. That's not talked about enough anyway. So no real Mario has like ever
Right.
really been talked about like in like a mainstream sense where you hear about it non-stop, like, oh my god, Elden Ring's so amazing this year. Like you don't hear him go, holy shit, Mario Odyssey was so good this year, it's just a must-play game. You don't hear that. And like I think Mario Odyssey,
Ooh, that makes sense.
I heard that.
I think Mario Odyssey got Game of the Year, and it was a bit like Hades, and it was like no one saw it coming because no one really talked about it uh, at all. So I actually feel like it's a little like it's probably like the most recognizable game series in the entire world. But at the same time, it's not, I don't actually feel like it's talked about at all in the gaming community.
Well, I would say some people give it too much credit for what it is. Like there are some Nintendo nuts of that.
I mean, some Nintendo fans are pretty crazy, but
Yeah.
like I think as a platformer, like there's so I haven't played all of the Mario games, so I could be wrong, but like it does what it sets out set fucking hell I can't speak sets out to do really well, and like I can't really fault them for that. Like they have a vision, they do it really well, and people just like it. And they keep buying it, they keep playing it because they expect something, and they keep getting it, and it's the same quality they expect as well.
Mm.
So I think it's fair to say it's perfectly rated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. You still agree, Ram?
No?
Yeah, I still think it's perfectly rated.
Okay.
Because a lot of the times people would be like, it's so popular that um people often overlook the better parts of it and they're like, oh well, it's just Mario. But also at the same time, people overhype it a lot, like with Odyssey, for example. So I think it evens out, honestly.
Fair point. Fair point.
Okay. So the final one. Sorry, there's so many. I came up with like a few because it was like, holy shit, there's a lot of like overrated games. Is Minecraft.
Perfectly rated.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just that I feel like 99% of the population will say that it's perfectly rated.
I'm looking at Purge's stream. I can see his face. I know what he's about to say.
But I know there are some people who don't enjoy the game, but 99% of the people will think that there's some enjoyable aspect in the game.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rem?
And if we do take in mod support, I'd say like that on its own just makes the
Yeah,
game
that's
absolutely insane.
and then there's online
Oh
as
my
well. What?
Just the person in the background.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My bad. But yeah,
I
what is your
think
take?
it's I think it's perfectly rated. I don't know. I don't think it's
Hmm.
overrated.
Yeah,
It might be just a smidge overrated, but not to the point where it's noticeable for me.
yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's just one of those games where you can't really say it's shit wholeheartedly because there's so many ways to enjoy it if you're like a
Yeah.
different type of different type of gamer, you know.
Yeah.
And like
PurgeMist is gonna fight a war.
bro.
Okay, if you don't know what these guys are on about, basically, I don't like Minecraft. I think it's probably the most overrated game in the world, apart from GTA 5. I think GTA 5 takes the cake for overrated. But Minecraft, like, I'll be honest, it's pretty impressive, like for such a simple, shitty game, for how much it's achieved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but like for it to come back in the mainstream and beat some of the games today, I think it's a load of shit, and it doesn't deserve that credit at all. I think the only reason it still survives to this day and why it still gets credit is because of one person alone, and that's the Messiah, PewDiePie. There's no other fucking reason.
No way.
There's no other fucking
No.
reason, bro. You go look at
Dream.
You go
Dream
look.
SMP.
Nah,
Tommy in it.
nah. Dream.
Anyone.
Dream. No fucking way. PewDiePie saved the fuck out of it, bro. There's no fucking way.
Dream proves more will than PewDiePie.
The amount of memes alone that came from PewDiePie's Minecraft videos is a fucking joke. There's
still not as much as Dream.
There's hundreds of subreddits just on memes from Minecraft videos for PewDiePie. And even if you put Dream into the context, I still think it's not worth the rating at all. It's just what I think, and it does not get any help from the people that made it. Like, it just doesn't get any just any backing. Like, they've done a few updates on they've been the most popular game for how long? They're the most sold game in the world. At this stage in the game, there should be at least 1 million updates and be the most impressive game you'd ever see in reality, but it's not. So, personally, I don't think it deserves it. So I think it's overrated. But I will respect Minecraft for what it has done. But personally, I don't think, this is going to be, we are doing a second podcast, and the next one is going to include this. But the amount of people you go into and watch videos or streams, they'll be using mods every time. And even if it's the smallest fucking mod in the world, they still use a mod to improve some type of capability inside the game. If you just played vanilla Minecraft itself, there's no way in hell you would give it the rating every time. There's no fucking way. Because it would be your
hardcore mode alone.
But it would be the most played game on your list if it deserved it, and it just doesn't. So anyway, I think it doesn't deserve it, personally. Even though I'm gonna be forced to fucking play it again.
Yeah, it's okay to be wrong.
Because everyone wants me to make a server, so I gotta make a server.
So yeah, I'm okay with what you said, just because of the respect that you give it.
Yeah, I
think that's fair. I think that's fair.
I think that would stop the arguments. was like, yeah, I should probably put that in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
I mean,
also-
you can respect something without liking it.
Mhm.
I think it's like I see how much my brothers love it and like how much everyone else loves it. I think you have to just you have to really just give it the respect it deserves.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
So like I don't like Xbox, but like it makes people happy and like you gotta give them credit for what they've done. So it's just a bit
Right.
like that really.
I think Xbox is terrible, but
It's fucking it's a shit console. Like it's the worst. Sorry, don't get me started, man. I'm a Sony
Yeah.
person. Okay, guys. Well, that's all the topics. We made it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm low on time anyway.
Yeah.
we did it.
Did everyone have
Yeah,
fun?
that was pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's
good.
not bad.
Rem went quiet. in the second half.
I have like one criticism though.
Yeah.
It's like I would like the next one to be like more goofy,
Like more funny.
but that's just me. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
instead of like more serious stuff.
I know. It just sort of like took over it all. I think we'll do some like we'll discuss it obviously.
Yeah,
We'll do some funny.
But it
ones.
was good.
I've got some.
So if I had to change, oh, sorry, go on.
You keep going. Yeah.
I was just saying, if I had to change one thing, is I would make like the talking points more relevant to each other. So like segueing,
Segue.
fucking hell.
Segue.
Moving on between the points would be a lot smoother.
Well, I mean,
Because right now it's more like point, next point, next point, and
yeah.
I think having like a continuous flow would make
Yeah.
it.
I think
Yeah.
I set this one mainly as an intro, obviously. It's an introduction to us. So having all of these discussions we just had, for instance, the game of the year, are multiplayers dying, are single players improving, are these games overrated? Discussing about simple shit like the burrito and stuff. Would you like to stream full time? Could you do it? It's just actually telling people our actual opinions and stuff about ourselves before if they have to listen to the second one or the third one. That was the idea of it.
Right.
That's where it was a bit of a wreck.
Yeah.
But at the same time, people get like a grasp on like what you think. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like for the next one, like we can definitely discuss like what kind of point we're gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta end stream for now.
Alright, bro.
Time running low.
Alright.
Did you enjoy it, Rem, as well?
Yeah, I think it's a
I
pretty fun
enjoyed
thing.
it. Fuck.
That was for Rem, bro.
I know.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Exactly.
I
Bitch.
think we need more
Okay.
points where we have more hot takes. Definitely.
Well,
Because I think hot takes is what's gonna make it a lot more interesting.
what would you like to change?
Because I think so far today, only Purge had hot takes. I think we can agree on that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Apart from like maybe the sandwich and the soup got heated for a while there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
That was a debate for sure.
What did you think, Ram? Do you think we should improve anything or?
I think we should have face cams and like different topics. Like, I don't know what type of topic. Maybe like we could talk about stuff that is more I don't know, lighthearted, I guess.
Oh yeah. Right, so like I guess we could just I don't know. Like for instance, like we just start like looking up random shit on social media that's funny.
Mhm.
Just start with that.
I have like one inspiration from another podcast that's just like opinions on food.
Oh yeah.
Or just like and stuff like that. Just like basic stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It says I have 2 minutes left. Sorry, I might disappear.
Alright, all good.
Oh, good. Yeah, we should definitely have more comedic points, but also I do enjoy the serious, topics as well.
I think I like a mix.
Yeah.
We'd like to have a mix of it, but I do understand that it got serious at the end there. That's for sure. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. Like I didn't feel like it was 2 hours.
No, I didn't realize it was 2 hours. Just that.
Yeah, yeah,
Just 2 hours?
Yeah, it was
yeah.
two
It's 2
hours.
hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was.
We talked for so long.
I feel like it's kind of fun though. Like we're just talking with each other about stuff. I think it was nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys. So I'm gonna call it. We'll call it there.
Yep.
All right. So
We'll get out of here.
it is the first stream of, we're calling it Outcast. That was the first talking point of the obviously the podcast, our very first one. As I said before, it's not my podcast, it's our podcast. So it's a group of our community of streamers that are going to be doing it. And obviously, I'm not going to be the person to host it every fucking time. So I will not be doing these intros and outros every time. Does people understand this? Please.
Fair.
So
I can do the intro next time.
I think what we'll do, and like obviously for the next one, is maybe just like have a certain amount of standpoints each person has to give up for, just to make it a bit different. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for anyone that watched, and I hope everyone enjoyed. Yeah, sweet as.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Have a good day, man.
You too.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yep.